architecture in the West has changed our history and turned into what we know now as gentrifying McMansions. Everyday buildings are accepted as international style. After all, architects want us to believe that less is more. But what if architects became more eclectic and rejected this idea, following less is a bore, and think that form shouldn't follow function? What if we valued form in our own opinion with one look, rather than considering the techniques and styles used to construct the building? Robert Venturi, Sean Rush, Denise Scott Brown explore all of these ideas and more in their postmodern house of Newcastle County, as I like to call it. The 1978 to 1983 house resembles a wooden white painted barn with gables that intersect. The front facade has a floating arch screen that rises in a somewhat perplexing way. The house was made for a professor and musician who are bird watchers, so the screen is important to camouflage the large window behind it. The stubby flat columns look awkward, almost like one had a growth spurt in the 6th grade. The back of the building has a parody of neoclassical portico with flattened cutouts of contorted Doric columns. I guess Venturi, Rush and Scott Brown used playful and grand forms while incorporating the building in the environment of extended fields near dense forests. If you make the mistake of going inside, you'll be faced with mischievous and quirky chandeliers, wall patterns that exhibit a cartoonist craftsman-like quality, as if cut by your mum after a few glasses of wine. The colours of teal, coral are kitschy, like tacky or lowbrow art. The room looks like my 10th grade orchestra's classroom in the middle of the building. The living room stairs even have a pole for support so someone can do a little spin while going down the stairs. So, why is it called postmodern? I mean, it's an old concept, like, why isn't it called pre-modern now?
Well, it uses messy vitality over obvious unity, which connects to people who despise the box-like modernist structures after they were made, which is where the post part of the term comes from. The term was relevant during the 1970s. It classifies structures that use illogical mixes of historical references to be playfully self-aware. The term wouldn't be pre-modern because it borrows candidly from past and present features to transform the building.
Transform, like a semi-truck. You know, my mate Paul, he likes the one with, what's her face? Megan Fox. He said it was life-changing. I don't know if it was his medication talking, but I thought it was okay. I learned from Mr. McCogsworth that Venturi actually disliked the term postmodern. He wrote this book called Complexity and Contradictions in Architecture, where he criticised inconsistent history in building. But I wouldn't even read it for free. After seeing this house, I was overwhelmed by all its complex and challenging features, just like when my mate Paul has got his nose job. As much as the expert said all its decorative motifs are meant to be more accessible, I'd rather just have access to my chips.